In addition to producing great shows here at New Day, this team also loves to cook, and they're pretty darn good at it. Kicking off our annual staff Thanksgiving cooking segments is executive producer Joseph Suttner.
Hello.
Thank you. I mean, you're always here.
Yes, well.
But still, thank you for being here in this capacity.
Yes.
And I'm loving your apron, my friend.
We all have themed aprons you'll see over the next week. Yours is a cat.
Mine is a cat, like my cat, Frank.
And I am Star Trek, because it's my favorite show.
And we should say, too, that that QR code that you see right there will have all the recipes that our staff is going to be sharing in the coming weeks. So, Joseph, what are we making today, my friend?
So, we're making cranberry sauce, homemade cranberry sauce, which I know people have hot take feelings about.
Yes.
And let's just get it out of the way.
What's your hot take?
The can.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just think that is gross, personally.
Look at it jiggling.
And the reason I think that is because it's hard to eat with other foods. You have to slice it up. The mushy kind of cranberry style that we're making today is really easy to combine with other foods, which is what makes it so delicious, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you like the can, you do you.
I know. The can doesn't necessarily bother me flavor-wise, but I would never serve it like this. Like, this is frightening.
And some people like it. Some people like it like that.
See, it's just moving. I would make this look like I made it and smash it and hide it in a little tray. But anyways, to each their own.
So today we are making Claire Stathis from the New York Times her cranberry. I made this last year, and it was really good, I thought. So it's really easy. So yeah, we're going to start with the cranberries, dump those in.
So you heat this pan up first?
Yep, you want to have it on low.
Okay. And all of it in?
Yep, just all of it in.
Okay. I love that. It's just,
This recipe is so easy. All you do is just add stuff in.
Okay.
So yeah, 12 ounces of cranberries, and then the raisins, 1 1/4 cups.
Cute. Boom.
Yep, boom, add that all in. And then 1 small navel orange that you've kind of chopped up.
Okay.
So that's right there.
Perfect.
Yep, dump that in.
All these fall flavors. I'm loving it.
And I'm going to give this a little stir right now.
Zhuzh.
A little zhuzh.
Okay.
Okay, so while I do that, then you can add in the apple cider vinegar, which gives it a little bit of tartness.
Okay.
And liquid.
I'm loving all the ingredients so far. And the fact that this is easy, maybe I am on board with forget the can, make it yourself.
If you can just dump stuff into a pot, you're good to go. Okay, so we've done that. Then we need a little bit of clove. I'm just going to eyeball it just a little bit. There goes a long way. And a little bit of cinnamon, a little more cinnamon.
Yum.
Boom.
Okay,
Give that a mix.
Stir. I'll give it a mix.
And then you need to zest some lemon. We're going to do about a teaspoon.
Ooh.
So I have this rasp style grater that will just kind of, you want to, this is kind of a waxy lemon, but you want to wash your lemon first before you do this, obviously, because the outside of the lemon is what's going into the food.
Yum. This is going to really impress people, I feel like. I'm excited to try.
And I like this because it's really easy. You just have to dump all the stuff into one pot.
Lemon. Oh my
Isn't it so aromatic?
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Wow, this is a really waxy lemon.
I'm glad you're doing it.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's a workout.
Okay, that's about
perfect.
A teaspoon. Okay, so you're mixing all that together.
Yes.
The reason I wanted to make this recipe on air is because when I first made this last year, there's my Thanksgiving plate from last year.
That looks stunning.
Cranberry in the middle. And actually the stuffing at the top was from Samantha Ferraro. It was her recipe.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm a big Samantha fan. Anyways, so the reason I wanted to show this is because of the ridiculous amount of sugar that goes in this.
I am shook that I would not think that this would have that much.
It's 2 1/3 cup of sugar.
Whoa.
So once you kind of mix everything in, I like to do this as the final step. So then you just put all that in.
Whoa.
It's a lot of sugar.
Well, that's why it's gonna just taste unbelievable.
But what you will find is as soon as you start mixing, it really just kind of disappears into the fruit pretty quick.
Okay, I'm gonna let you mix. About how long would you cook that? Because I have to taste test.
Yep. So it goes 25 to 30 minutes. Basically, it just depends how mushy you want your sauce to be. But yeah, after about 25, 30 minutes, it should burst to the cranberries. Good.
Right. Are you?
I'm not.
That's it.
I'm not kidding.
You are a chef. You are on here.
I know, I'm doing it.
You need to be on here all the time. This is so incredible.
And why it's good is you can put it with whatever, see, we've got here some turkey with it. So yummy, I'm telling y'all.
This for a sandwich to put on. Yep. I just want to eat spoonfuls of this constantly. That is the best cranberry sauce I've ever tried.
And I'm telling you, if you can put ingredients together into a pot, you can make this recipe.
Okay, maybe I need to just throw the can right there.
Yep, there you go. That's my thoughts too.
Many of us are celebrating Friendsgiving ahead of the traditional Turkey Day, and I'm here for it. I think it's a great way to connect with friends and even bring dishes that aren't considered traditional, whatever that means anymore. And so we're continuing our staff cooking today with New Day editor Gloria Angelin. She's here with me to cook something from her native Indonesia. I'm so excited. Yes, so tell me about what we're making today, but before you do, we have to say the QR code is right there if you want to follow along and have the recipe. But again, what are we making today, Gloria?
We are making yellow pickle. I know that you love pickles so much, so I think
pickles.
This is kind of like a comfort food for me growing up. Aww. So that's how we started. I have a candle nut right here, and I'm just gonna crush it like that.
And what kind of nut is this?
Candle nut.
I've never heard of this.
So it's in the family of macadamia nut, but it has more fat.
Oh.
So the thing is, you cannot just eat it like that, because it can be like a little toxic.
Okay.
So you have to just like put it on the pan like that.
Okay.
And then while we are doing that, we are like
heating up the pan, you're making like a paste.
Yeah,
almost,
I'm gonna.
like, right?
I put the red chili. You like spicy, right?
I love spicy. Hit me with the spice.
And we have shallot and garlic in here. I'm just gonna toss it in there.
Okay.
This one is turmeric. I'm just gonna put it in there.
Ooh.
There you go.
All the spices.
And then
Do you need me to
while
put
I'm
some
blending
oil
this,
too in
yes,
this?
please.
Okay.
Let's pour that oil. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is this a pretty common dish too in Indonesia, Gloria?
In Indonesia, we have like 1,300 ethnic cultures. So where I'm from, I'm Javanese.
Okay.
This is gonna smells really good.
Oh, it already
Javanese
does.
with a V, not P, yeah? It's Javanese, so it's pretty common for my culture.
Okay.
I'm sorry if you're gonna cough or...
No, I love the smell of it. It looks amazing. Pickled had me at pickled veggies and all the spices.
Yes.
It's gonna be perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so you throw that all in the pan with oil and then the nut like we did.
This interesting thing is that people ask me, it's like, is this a side dish or is this a main dish? We always eat everything with rice. Rice is always the main dish. Everything else is side. We don't even have appetizer. We don't have dessert. We don't have any of that. So we eat everything with rice.
Wow.
And yes.
The smell, Gloria, this is so fantastic.
You like it?
I love this. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I forgot to put in the orange leaf.
An orange leaf.
Orange leaf. So when I grew up in Indonesia, so I was born and raised and had a career there. I have an orange plant, so I just have it fresh. But it's so hard to get ingredients in the United States.
I bet.
Like everything needs to be dried, and then the candle nut is hard to find. It's just like specific places to find the right ingredients.
And where did you find the stores around town you are able to find
here? It's Uwajimaya, but everything looks so different. Like the shallot is different, the cucumber looks different. Yes, so I already softened up in my perfect world, carrot always goes first, right? Because it's the hardest. But I slightly boiled them a little bit before the show. So I'm just gonna put that in. Does it smells too spicy for you?
No, are you kidding? This smells perfect. And so this is just sauteing it till it all gets kind of soft.
And then that's like that. Actually, I need a little water, so I'm just gonna pour a little water.
And you love, that you can spend time with Friendsgiving and friends. So we have a picture here of you celebrating recently. That's amazing.
That's some years ago. That's me in the orange shirt with my puppy Kailani. Aww. And then those are all my friends. We didn't grow up understanding what Thanksgiving is, so we're just like creating our own Friendsgiving. So this one is a Friendsgiving with a certain color. I got assigned to do any dish color blue. So yes,
that's so amazing.
Those are all my Indonesian community.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste test this amazing dish over here, and then you have one more dish over there too.
So this I couldn't make the what is that, green bean casserole. So this is my own take on green bean casserole. This is just
which is one of my faves.
You can taste test this too.
This is fantastic. It's not too spicy. This is so amazing, and I get how, like you said, with some rice and adding that in,
you put rice vinegar after it's done cooking when it's already soft, and then you put this rice vinegar in it. This is what I have.
Boom.
Just like that. Just like that.
Thank you so much, Gloria, for being here. I love cooking with you. I love your apron. This was so fun. Who's ready for dessert? I am always, as our annual Thanksgiving staff cooking continues. I'm in the kitchen now with production specialist Derek Price.
Hello.
Hey there, my friend.
How's it going?
Oh, amazing now that I love sugar, and I want to say too that we have that QR code in the corner so you can go ahead and see the recipe.
Yeah, scan that. All right, so this is a peanut butter cup ice box cake.
Ooh.
All right, and this is, sorry, full of calories, guys, but it's
my
favorite.
holidays.
Yeah, they don't count. It's my favorite. I love Reese's. You love Reese's.
I love
All right.
everything that's in front of us.
So to get us started, I've already crushed some Oreos, put in some warm butter, mix that. We got that in the pan right here.
Okay.
I've also started up some cream cheese and peanut butter.
Ooh.
I need to add a little bit of powdered sugar
And mix
to this.
that all up.
We're gonna mix
Okay.
this up. All right.
And you're just looking for a certain consistency with that will be, creamy
Yeah,
in the
we need
cake.
it to be a little bit like spreadable. And then we're gonna add half of this bowl of whipped cream.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's pull that out. We want to get all this delicious mixture in there.
All mixed perfectly.
Yep. All right, and so then
You're just folding it in.
we're gonna
Is that
fold it in, as they say.
the Cool Whip.
Yeah, or whipped cream, whatever you got. I also
Okay.
need to say I stole this recipe from the Brown Eyed Baker. Just need to give her a little shout
Oh,
out.
okay. Give a
Yep.
shout out where it's due. We love it.
All right.
Okay, so you're mixing that
I'm mixing
all
this.
together.
All right, and then once I get this nice and mixed,
Ooh, nice consistency.
yep, we're gonna then put it on top of our crust that we've got sitting here.
This is so different. Everyone always has pumpkin pie and everything else, so I love that you have something different going on.
Yeah, I mean, peanut butter and chocolate.
I mean-
if you're a fan, you're a fan.
Yes. Okay, so you put that there.
Yep.
And then we've also roughly chopped some Reese's.
Reese's.
That's going to be topping it over there too. So we have all that.
Yep.
Looks fabulous.
And then, we gotta spread this out. This can be difficult sometimes.
Try and get an
Sometimes,
even layer.
if you don't have this is to really make it easy. An offset spatula is the way to go. If you don't have that, butter knife works, but spatula right now is doing great.
Okay, and then does come the pudding?
Nope,
No?
your rough cut Reese's.
Oh, look
Get
at the
spread out.
layers. Okay.
Yep.
We'll
Go
spread all
ahead.
that in.
Yep.
Love it. Perfect, perfect.
All right, and then I'm gonna have you dump that pudding onto
The whole thing?
the whole thing.
Okay.
Now you're using my favorite this is my favorite red spatula.
Ooh.
I had to bring it in.
Okay, gotta.
Yep, smooth it on out
Amazing.
over the whole thing. Don't be
Oh,
shy.
definitely not. Okay. And so you have had a lot of changes happening in your life too, with a toddler running around and you have one on the way,
Yeah,
right?
that
The
is-
holidays are
yeah.
exciting.
And this is my partner, my son Finn.
Oh.
This was from my 40th birthday trip in Joshua Tree. Just out enjoying life together.
So much to be grateful for.
I
That is
know.
so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're layering more.
I'm adding more whipped cream. This is going to be the top of our concoction. Okay.
All the layers. I'm loving
All the
it.
layers. And then we've already got one made. If you want to go
Yes,
ahead and
I'm
try
going
that
to
while I
taste
finish
test.
this up.
Yes.
And I just want to tell you, this is wonderful, frozen. So if you look at this, and there's no way I can eat all that. It's great.
Oh,
frozen.
there is a way. I could smash that whole thing. This is absolutely incredible. The peanut butter, everything about this. Thank you so, so much, Derek. This is
You're
amazing. And look at how easy that was.
We're just days away from Turkey Day, and if you're looking for an appetizer that would put a smile on your guest's face, this segment is for you. Continuing our annual tradition of staff sharing favorite dishes, New Day producer Rebecca Perry is here.
Hi.
All right, hi. So we send each other TikToks
All
and
the time.
Instagram reels.
Yeah. I'm like, do you think I can do this?
Yes,
And
that's
then you're-
usually a common refrain. We say that to
so
each
we're
other.
gonna try it.
We're gonna try it. So we
Yeah.
have two things that
Yeah.
I think are pretty cute.
Yes.
Yours is more of a win, so we're gonna start with yours. Let's
that's
go.
okay. That's debatable. This is a little turkey antipasto.
Yeah.
Antipasto.
Antipasto. Yeah.
Okay, so
I
what
love
you
it.
need to do is
They're
you need
cute.
to get a salami,
Okay.
a pepperoni, and a cheese of all different circumferences, diameters.
Because the biggest one needs to be the salami.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I did, I couldn't find cheese that was like that, so I just did this. I found this little guy at my house.
Okay.
And
could I use a cookie cutter if you have a round one?
A cookie cutter would be excellent.
Okay.
Okay. So then the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do our little tail feathers.
Okay.
And then a cheese. Oh, you know what we need to do though is we need to slice this baby in half. Okay. So we're gonna slice it in half.
I could just eat it in half.
Just the cheese and just the pepperoni.
Okay.
Okay, so we
we
want
put
it
our half
a little
on.
bit of so that, and then we're also going to do the same thing with the pepperoni. And we're going to.
What if I just folded my pepperoni in half? Would that work?
I mean, maybe.
Okay. I'd get
like to
double
take the shortcut.
pepperoni flavor.
Okay, and so now we have this, and we're going to just fold this up. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky.
Okay.
Pepperoncinis. Okay.
Okay.
Pepperoncinis.
Look, that's cute. That's little feathers.
They're
okay.
cute. They're super cute. Okay, so pepperoncinis, they need to have the stem on them, so get more than you think that you'll need. And you also gotta get that juice out of them, or it's just not gonna work.
Okay.
So then we're gonna put our little guy. This is our turkey head.
And here's his little turkey neck.
Isn't he cute?
Oh, he's cute. Okay.
And then we're gonna like put his butt on.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take a little skewer.
Okay.
And we're gonna just go through everything. And how good does this smell?
It does smell delicious. Oh, I made them. Look at my.
Look at it!
Ah! They're so cute!
So cute, and how easy was that?
Look at that. Is super cute. You could even have the kids at the party do that.
You totally could. And
I think it's super cute.
As my son said, it looks more like a Thanksgiving slug.
Well, your guy's looking backwards. Maybe that's why he just craned his neck. But my guy's ready to go. He's ready to be killed on Turkey Day. Okay.
To be gobbled.
I love that. Now you found the next one, and I said I would take it on, and I have to say it was, I think, harder than it looks.
Always.
So you make these cornucopias. This is our goal: a cornucopia out of puff pastry, and then you can fill it, like put it on plates. It's cute. Like you can put a little
pretty
charcuterie on a plate, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Harder than it looks. I formed a foil cone, and you're supposed to tip up this like a cornucopia, but it's hard to do. And then all you do is you take I would spray this with spray, and then you take strips of puff pastry and you start at the bottom and you just wrap them around.
Okay.
And that part isn't hard. The hard part is when they cook, they tend to kind of fall apart when you take them out. But
So
this part isn't hard.
You've got one over there that you did.
Yeah, I've got one over there to show you.
you need a little water?
water if you need to kind of glue it, or a little egg. So it's kind of fun.
It is fun.
And it kind of caves in, so sometimes you need to put like some foil balls or something inside.
But you say after you bake it.
So then you're going to bake it at 400 for like 15 minutes, and it's going to come out looking cute. But then I would say my fail is that they tend to come apart. I actually use toothpicks.
But you know what? That could be something. You don't even need that huge big thing either.
Right.
It could be.
You're a little one. You're saying, oh, like a little one. Yeah. So that's kind of what happened to me, but this one worked and then it fell apart. This one I couldn't get the foil out because I couldn't get it past this little curve that I'd made.
Well, and you know what?
So I thought it was kind of a fail, but it's still delicious.
Our coworker Spencer, he saw these and he's like, couldn't you just do that with a croissant and like hollow it out?
Hollow out a croissant. I think
for that, that's a great idea.
That is such a good idea. I mean, these are kind of fun to make.
They're fun.
And I would just say you just need a little bit more time than you think you do.
Yeah.
But they're not hard to make. They just don't always come out as well as I thought.
These ones, you really don't need time.
No.
They're easy.
This is super cute.
You should try it. You want to try it?
My turkey's still wondering why yours is looking the other way. I'm afraid if I try it. Your turkey's looking back at his tail, at his booty.
Maybe
at his tail feathers.
He's admiring his tail feathers.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
To all of you. All right. It has been so fun cooking with the New Day team these last few weeks. If you make any of our recipes, we'd love to hear about it. New Day at king5.com. Happy cooking.